Hey, what's going on, Facebook? It's good to see everybody. I'm glad that I'm able to talk to you guys today. It's always wonderful to have another day whenever we can talk and kind of hang out with each other. Just wanted to tell you that it's Friday. I don't know if you know that because it feels like every day feels the same way. But today is Friday. It's a good day. It's a day that the Lord has made, so I'm very pleased and happy in it. Just wanted to reach out to you guys about something in the community that I've been kind of hearing about. Before I go into that, I wanted to give a shout out to Frederick National. Frederick National has always been, ever since I've lived in Maryland and my kids playing baseball, they've always been part of it. I love the Little League. I think it's a great way for kids to grow up and to learn about having character, learn about playing sports with each other. I really like Little League sports and everything that it stands for. Um, I wanted to talk to you guys about your thumbs. And when I say want to talk to you about your thumbs, you gotta be leery. You gotta be leery about what your thumbs are doing during this time. I know that a lot of people have been struggling with trying to find coping mechanisms and coping skills. Sam, I see you always supporting me. I love that guy right there, man. He's always been one of my biggest ambassadors. I'll give you a shout out, Sam. But I want you to really think about your coping skills, and especially coping by using a phone. A lot of people I've noticed, especially in social media right now, people are playing games. People are texting. People are PMing each other, having different chats, Zooms, all the different facets of being able to communicate with each other. But I wanted to talk to you guys about watching out for some harmful activity with that. A lot of people they don't know how to control their thumbs in conversations, different websites that they're going into. Don't and I think that sometimes when people don't think that you're paying attention, that there's no accountability there. So I want you to really take a good look at how you are handling your time. Because I'm gonna tell you, in relationships, and these are for people that are in relationships, a lot of times people struggle with what is cheating. What does it consider to be cheating? Well, I can tell you that whenever you think about cheating, I don't want you to think about it in an aspect of just sex, because a lot of times cheating is not just sex. Sometimes cheating is having that emotional conversation with somebody, starting to build relationships with people that you shouldn't be building relationships with. You got to think about some of the exes. I know that a lot of people's exes have been reaching out to them so that they can just make sure that they're okay. But I want you to really think about responding to some of those, and really kind of what you're looking at and who you're talking to. Because there are some things that are emotional adulteries. There are some things that are considered to be unfaithful in a relationship that might not be just sex. I want you guys to really have communication about this, because when people are locked in the house and people are kind of having to find ways of dealing with their own emotions, sometimes they start reaching out to people that are unhealthy. They might be going on websites to look at things that are very unhealthy. So I want you guys to really pay attention to who you're texting, who you're communicating with, because to be honest, man, you need to definitely find some healthy people in your life, but really watch some of those people because they might be unhealthy on the outside. You might go into this thinking that this is just another conversation. You might think that this is just another way for me to say that I'm just checking in. But sometimes we might, like I told the story the other day about the camel and allowing the camel's head to get into the tent. And sometimes if you just keep allowing that camel head to come in, eventually the camel will take over the whole tent. So I want you to think about where you're going with your communication. Watch what your thumbs are doing. Whenever you are laying in bed at night, who are you talking to? What are you looking at? Look at some of those behaviors because some of those behaviors can definitely reach out and grab you. I've been watching on the social media just how people are living their lives. I'm seeing people passing blunts. People are drinking behind each other. Don't get me wrong, I get it. I get you want to find different ways of having fun, but whenever people don't understand that with the corona, it's all about getting it into your mouth. And so if you're passing blunts around the room, even if there's 3 or 4 people, you could definitely end up getting the corona or some other virus just through passing of blunts. It might not be, you might not be on probation, you might not have any of those kinds of issues, but I'm gonna tell you, you can still. And people that are smoking cigarettes, every time that you go into a store and you're going to do your thing and you're touching things, when you grab a cigarette by the butt, by the back of the filter, and then you put it in your mouth, you right then have caused yourself to have a higher chance of catching a virus. So I want the smokers to really start thinking about how they're handling their cigarettes because I'm not telling you that you can't smoke, but you might want to think about just maybe getting a cigarette with your teeth. Maybe I don't know, but regardless, it's one of the highest ways of catching the corona is putting stuff that was on your hands in your mouth. So I just want to educate you guys and my clients and different struggles that I've seen and just different coping skills to kind of work on that. So I want you to really think about cheating and what that looks like because I know that a lot of people are going to be struggling with that during this corona of picking good people to talk to and have good people to be around them. So I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. My wife will be out of the house on tomorrow. Out of her room tomorrow, so I just can't wait to see her and hang out with her again. I might even bring her on the show so that she'll be able to kind of talk about her experience of being quarantined for 2 weeks without being able to come outside the room. So be looking forward to that on tomorrow. And she wanted me to tell a joke before I leave because she says I'm not being funny enough. So I'll just leave you with this joke. What do you call whenever you pull muffins out of the oven? If you spell the word backwards, that's what happens whenever they come out. So I don't know what that is. So I don't even know what the answer is to that. But if you do, please put it in the comments if you know what that answer is. So again, the word muffin spelled backwards is what happens when you pull them out of the oven. So signing out again is David Brooks, the Cadillac Counselor, and I'm always here for you. So contact me. The sober houses, be ready for your pizzas tonight. I hope you guys have fun. All right. I'm giving another shout out to Tommy. I want to give a shout out again to Frederick Nationals. Always been there for us. Even whenever we didn't even have money to pay for the kids to play. They've always allowed my kids to play baseball. So now that we're doing better, I love to support the Little League. So you guys support some entity out there if you have the ability. So because a lot of people are struggling right now. So signing out, David Brooks, the Cadillac Counselor. Have a good weekend. But I'll see you tomorrow.